Copy that, Dave. That was an interesting siphonophore. Well, it was a gelatinous. There's the bottom. About 10 meters up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Looks like we have a nice rocky bottom.
All right. Little Herc is 5 meters up.
Rocks.
Looks bumpy.
I gotta find these
All
things.
right, where you at here, Bobby?
I need that thing right
Just
there.
coming to all stop at 25 meters.
Copy that. All right. Doesn't look like too bad of a slope here. I'm going to back up just a little till I can get away from this tether drag, and then I'm going to try to dial in the Z-bias. That looks pretty good.
Jesus Christ, I can't remember.
See what that does for us.
Yeah, Bob, this is the Okeanos. It should just be one video feed coming through to you.
Video to co-pilot.
Well,
Your,
that's great news. Congratulations. We've got a
camera
nice hard bottom on this this Seamount already, which is great to see. And already seeing squat lobsters and urchins and a couple of fish already. So this looks great. I hope everybody's seeing the same thing.
Stand by one video.
Okay. You ready over there, video?
Standing by.
All right, we're going to push in real slow and cautious here. Bobby, can you make a call out on the sonar distance?
Roger that. Got you at 12 meters.
Copy 12.
10 meters.
10.
8.5.
8.
Can you hold there and let me zoom in?
Hold.
So video zoom on. Try that. Pilot.
Stand by one video.
Standing by.
This is probably a true statement.
Hey, video.
You did, but that was a nice shot.
Do you have any
No
eyes
problem.
there on the tether?
Yeah, it's just
In your
coming around
screen.
your bottom right and down and up on your left.
Pilot, your tether's looking good. It's pretty hard to tell.
Copy that.
Thanks, video.
Should be okay. Thank you. Yeah, we're good now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Bridge, whenever you're ready to make that turn 180 degrees.
Okay.
Thank you, Bridge.
All right. All right, Bobby, are you comfortable coming down to 20 or maybe 18 off bottom?
I am.
Okay.
What scale would you like your sonar at? We're at 30 meters right now.
Let's put Little Herc down at, what are our options? 20?
20, 10.
20's good.
Okay.
Whatever you're comfortable with on Sirius.
Yep. All right, coming down to 20 meters.
Copy that.
In out.
All right, now what's our first adventure for the day? Copy that.
Sirius, all stop at 20 meters.
We've got some current, looks like it's trending northwest. Yeah, maybe a little back, northwest.
No, sorry.
Naturally. All right, I'm going to push out south here and try to get in front of Sirius. We'll see what's here. Copy that.
Video to pilots. Can I get a comm check with you, please?
I got you loud and clear, video.
Co-pilot hears you the same.
Thank you.
Pilot and co-pilot, can you hear the watch leader? Pilot, co-pilot, can you hear the watch leader? ROV pilot and co-pilot, can you read the watch leader? How come they're not?
Push down to top.
Oh, I can't. That's right, it won't hold it. Pilot, can you read the watch leader?
Pilot, this time would you like me to?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, watch leader.
Great, thank you. Can we look at this white coral right here, please?
Sure. What's that, co-pilot?
Would you, at this time, like me to maintain heading or turn to get you on my main HD?
No, you can turn and get it on the main HD.
Roger that. Then I will proceed to do that.
Debating between
Copy that.
Bible coral or
When we start moving, I should drive in front of you, and that should take it back out.
I've also got about a full turn with the ship, so when I straighten that one out, I should straighten ours out.
Sounds good. Sorry about that, video.
Yes, I agree. It looks like it has something on the branches. I see darker patches on the branches.
Nothing outstanding on sonar. You're looking good,
Okay.
pilot.
Are you comfortable giving me a few more meters here, Bobby? I'm getting jerked around.
I can. Stand by one.
No, no, no. More like polychaetes sitting on the branches.
Okay.
Pilot, can we
down to
get a
15
zoom in of the
meters.
branches? We see some dark linear things look like worms on the branches. Would love to get a shot of that.
Certainly. You copy watch leader video?
Copy.
Yeah, you see what I mean, Santiago? There seems to be a darker matter on the branches, but I can't tell if they're
You need a little
polychaetes or
more
not.
up video?
Sorry, repeat that, pilot?
Do you need a little more up on the camera?
No, that's good distance.
Okay.
Stopped at 15 meters off the bottom.
Yeah,
Copy that.
it may be. Maybe. Good looking, healthy coral, though, huh?
They give us a pan down the stem.
Okay. Well,
Yes, I did at the very beginning. I did see that. A lot of. Yeah, I saw that too. I'll
Looks
have-
like
I'll
it's
have 'em
trying
look
to work
down.
its way underneath here, pilot.
Thank you, pilot. Yeah, I saw that too. I'll have
Looks like
I'll
it's
have 'em
trying
look
to work
down.
its way underneath here, pilot.
Thank you, pilot. That's great. If he zooms out, you might see some smaller corals just to the right. You don't have to move. I think there's just some cup corals just to the bottom right. We would like to get a zoom in on.
copy that. The little white guy, center bottom there?
That's right.
All right.
It's actually one of the very lowest part of the image as well, on the very bottom of the screen.
Copy.
A little more lower left. Not that guy. I think that's an enemy.
Ah,
Well, right now we're zooming in on various corals that we've seen by only moving about 10 meters or so on the first dive of the Seamount. It's got a lot of habitat and rock for the corals.
Pulling out.
Seeing lots of small
sorry
crabs,
about that video.
different kinds of
Stable?
crabs.
Yeah, I'm good.
We've already
Just gotta
seen
tell
like
this
3 or
kid to
4
stop
species of
moving.
corals. So it's already been a good find biologically for us. So
Yeah, we're
very happy
easily
so
seeing
far. We got a good
3
long
to
dive
4
ahead of
meter
us. So
heaves here.
excited about it.
It's going to limit how far away from Sirius
Yep.
we can get.
Yeah, pilot. This is watch leader again. There was a bigger cup coral just down to the right-hand corner of the frame. If you zoom all the way out, you'll see a real fleshy-looking coral right on the sediment to the right there, the red one.
Ah, copy that. Are we full wide video?
That's full
Thanks.
wide.
Sorry, we came loose there.
Right. Our current depth is 595 meters.
Do you have a
595
light to play with there,
meters.
video?
Just barely. I don't know if you're going to be able, you have to center more.
I'm working
Rotate.
on it. Do you have a light to
595
play with there,
meters.
video?
Just barely. I don't know if you're going to be able, you have to center more.
I'm working
Rotate.
on it. Give that a shot.
So Bob, what do you think? Is that a manganese crust we're looking
Yeah,
at
naturally.
on this seamount?
Zooming out. You're stable. You ready, pilot?
Yeah, go for it.
There's a lot of angular talus just below us.
RV Nav, this is the bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, we're not completely
So
done
there's
with
your
our turn
basic
just
cup
yet, but
coral.
at this point, if you wanted to start a position move, we can start one.
Thank you for the update, Bridge. Yeah, I think we're good for now. There's looking around, but appreciate the update.
Okay. Just let me know whenever you want me to move.
All right, thank you, Bridge.
Copy that. Oh, sorry, video.
Pilot, are there lasers on that we could flip on momentarily?
There are indeed. Co-pilot, could we get the lasers? Oh, video, you happy?
Still want lasers?
Yes, video's ready.
Yeah, lasers would be great.
Lasers on.
Gonna have to zoom out a little further to see him, I think, video.
That's great. Thank you.
No problem.
Full wide. There's a green object on the upper right. There's a green object on the upper right. Don't know if they're interested in it.
If we can get a quick zoom, that'd be great. I have no idea what that
Pretty
is.
good view from Sirius as well. Video.
Copy that.
The other one is on the coral there, Dave.
Yeah. No.
I don't know how much zoom we'll be able to do, but it's a nice
That's-
profile view.
That's all the tilt up I've got, video.
Ready for lasers off?
Yeah, you can turn them off.
That's fine with us, pilot. It's a nice looking sponge. Where's Nap? Okay. Okay, pilot. That's great imaging. I think we're ready to move up slope more.
Copy that.
We're full wide.
All right. Coming up.
Video, how's your lighting on Sirius? Would it be more helpful to try to get rid of those pools of light that we're creating from our forward HMIs?
Co-pilot,
Yeah, I'm just pushing out 180.
uncertain.
We'll get out in front.
You could try to kill the upper right in the image. See if it'll make a difference.
Would you like to
That
secure the
sounds good.
forward HMIs?
Yes.
Start with the starboard.
I can tell we don't have much
That
6A
is
cable
starboard?
out. I've never seen it
That good?
slack like that on top of
Okay, we'll go with
Sirius.
forward. That should give you a better picture there. We're heaving pretty badly, so I don't know how much of a
Yeah.
zoom we'll be able
We
to
could
get.
take a medium shot on it. As long as we can make sure we don't lose track of our tether.
Nice.
Yeah, no fault of yours, Bobby. You're all over the place there.
It's a nice brachyurn crab.
So I'm going to keep sliding here, Bobby, until you're looking 220 at me, and then we'll start moving.
Roger.
Looks like a large holothurian there. Parazone. That's good.
Video, unless you're using Sirius right now, could you go full wide?
Going wide. Sirius is full wide.
turn off your back LED?
Yeah. All right, we lined up.
Did we get some zoom on Sirius main HD? See if
Copy
we
that.
get a pretty silhouette.
Go RVNF.
Yeah, Bridge, I think we're settled up and ready to request a move. 100 meters.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, sorry, 100 meters.
100 meters,
Uh-huh.
220 degrees,
220,
0.1 knots.
0.1 knots. Okay, 100 meters, 220 degrees, 0.1 knots.
Roger that.
Okay, starting now.
Thank you, Bridge.
Sure.
You got a pretty good view on sled 2 there, video.
Full wide.
No, I think we're fine with at the speed we're doing now to be able to look and stop at things is really good. This stuff's all undocumented, so it's good to go at a nice slow pace, and we have the time. So
Hey, Tim, we have some lessons on over there.
yeah, absolutely. Pilot, can we get the lasers on for some of this traversing that we're doing?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we, I got him.
And also, pilot, sometimes we see a congregation of crabs. There's two kinds.
13 meters, pilot.
There's squat lobsters,
Your way.
and there's larger crabs. There's two kinds we're seeing on the rocks.
Copy that.
If we get to a place where we've got a couple of those, we could stop and image those. That'd be great.
Sure, if you see anything of particular interest, just shout out.
Roger that. Will do.
Can you confirm the
If you get that, you get the pilots.
is that 10 or 15 centimeters?
Pilot, can you confirm that the lasers are 10 centimeters? Apart?
Lasers are 10 centimeters.
10 centimeters, Santiago.
Kind of a big bump there, Bobby.
Sorry?
Said there's kind of a big bump here.
That
Maybe,
there is. It doesn't last too long, though.
yeah, maybe 3-4 meters, maybe less.
Hey, Nav, what's our distance to the nose? Sorry, I don't have a high pack back here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I can see it over your
Lobsters on
shoulder.
the
Yeah, I can see it.
left
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you read my mind.
Oh,
Let's see what we
okay.
can do here.
Yes, pilot. Can we stop and look at this?
Yeah.
And he's sitting on a coral.
Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah, let's get a great shot of this.
That about centered for you, video?
That is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Zooming in.
Well, right here, it looks like we've got a black coral with two large Galatheid crabs or squat lobsters on them. These are crabs that we often see living on corals that are very specific. Certain species of crabs only live on certain species of corals. And Yeah,
Can you tilt up just a little bit?
yeah, yeah. Yes. I'm not sure what those are. Those tendrils that are coming off the coral. It looks like they're coming off the central stalk, doesn't it?
How are we doing, Bobby?
It's actually very strange. It's just the lower half. I mean, they are
Something
coming.
coming towards you. I'm trying to locate you on sonar
I
to get a distance.
I can't imagine that's part of the coral, but it's coming off of the central stalk there, and it's not up further on top of the coral. Doesn't look like to
The
me.
scientists seem to be very interested in the
Ooh, something just drove right
tentacles.
next to you. I think it's a something or other.
That was big.
Yeah.
And we're,
It's big, very big.
I'm going to try to image the tentacles
Ye-
tight in the center.
Yeah.
Sure.
If we can look at where those tentacles actually meet the stalk,
could
that would be great.
Pan a little bit to the right, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you say that again, Watchley?
Yeah.
one
Sorry.
day.
This we'd love to see the tendrils where they're connecting to the coral. We've never seen this before, where the tendrils are maybe on the main stalk, just right behind the crabs. The crabs are kind of in the way, but we'd also love to get some really close-up shots of these crabs too.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
Just a little bit center.
Thank you. So, yes, I do.
Check in with watch lead on that, I think.
Right.
Yeah, if we're going to stay here.
All right, video, what do you need?
It's almost like
Just
it's
a little bit more center.
yeah, it's almost like
to
it's
your
got
right.
a
Think.
right.
Yeah, if we're going to stay here.
All right, video, what do you need?
It's almost like
Just
it's
a little bit more center.
yeah, it's almost like
to
it's
your
got
right.
a birth defect of some sort where it's got multiple branches coming off where it normally doesn't have
Okay,
it.
well, let's
in
start
this
at the
kind
top
of species.
the coral and we'll pan down.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, zooming in.
You're starting
Oh,
to get on
yeah, go ahead,
the
Nev.
line here, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, now just do a slow pan down the
I can see us
center of
being
the
here
stalk
for several minutes filming this, so thank you.
and hold that shot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so
there's
there's
these- there's these
tendril-like things coming out
they're
of the
doing
coral.
some
I don't know where they're
imaging
coming
here,
from, but it's very
Can we,
strange.
can we stop
Plus,
this
this
ship
coral,
where it is and
It
and
normally
resume in a minute?
sits out like this, right?
Yep.
The things come
Ship
out,
is
and it's got some things
being
coming
stopped
out
as
to
we
us. So there's
speak.
another
Thank you, Bridge.
You can
axis
basically assume
of
that the ship is stopped.
branches that we don't
Okay, yeah,
normally
I
see.
think they're just going to image this for a bit and then
So,
No problem.
and these
Then we'll
these
resume.
galatheids even
Just, let
have
me know
some
when
of
you
their
want to-
abdomens even open.
Thank you, Rich.
So I've never really seen that behavior either. So, yeah. So, more new stuff. No,
Tilt-
I'm
tilt
looking for
down
eggs. I
again.
don't see eggs, but they certainly have their abdomen
Hold it
somewhat
there.
open. That's a great shot there, showing the rostrum of the crab. Great shot. Yeah, I know. That's a great shot. That's perfect.
And then tilt down a little more. And I'm gonna pull out.
That's great, pilot. Thank you.
Tilt
Well-
up a little bit. Full screen.
No, No, Santiago, I haven't. This is like a Bathypathes with very large galatheids, larger than we normally see, and plus with those extra looking branches and those tendrils coming off that are the same color, right? I don't understand what it is.
Maybe
I
I'm
really
gonna
don't.
pull out a little more and tilt up and get the lasers on it and We'll see if Tim needs
No, they're
anything
very
more
long.
from it.
Very long. And they shorten, if they shorten as you go up the central stalk. I think they actually go past,
That's what I got right there.
yeah, they actually go past, the tendrils actually go past the Galatheids on the way up. So they're about
Irving, I have this
3/4 the way up. And they get smaller as they
Go ahead,
go,
Bridge.
smaller and
Yeah,
smaller.
I'm
So
rotating the ship to the left just a few degrees.
anyway,
Copy that. Thank you, Bridge.
Sure.
okay, pilot, I think we're ready to continue to move. Thank you for that.
Okay,
Copy that. No problem.
pulling full wide. That's
Alright.
full wide.
Thank you, video. Alright, Bobby, I'm going to push forward a little bit here before we get moving again.
Roger that.
I think we're okay.
See some white corals
Yeah.
off to the left.
Thinking you might need to stretch out here, Tom, before we can keep looking at stuff.
Copy that.
Yeah, and in Santiago, it looked like those tendrils all came off the same plane. So we got more corals coming up too. Yeah, we may take another look here and see if we can look from the back side to see how those tendrils are connected. But I think they were all on that one side. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see much from here. Yeah. Video, can we go for another quick zoom?
Copy that.
Very bizarre. The tips of those tendrils are rounded. I don't know what to make of
Can
it.
we try to image the tips?
The tips of what?
The tentacles?
The long ones?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I agree.
You steady? Ready for me to zoom?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Pilot, can you tilt up just a little bit more? We could see where it connects. Yeah. Yeah. Great, thank you.
We have an insect.
Yeah, it's a little
Actually, yeah, right there on the base. Right
pocket
there at
so
the
you can see
stem.
them. Yeah.
Can we, well, they floated in front now. The tentacles were going into the main stem back there,
Yeah.
but the other tentacles have gotten in our way.
Yeah, I thought I saw some tendrils wrapped around the base stem there.
Let's say we try to come around to the back of this
Yeah.
thing and take another quick look.
Sounds good. You're full wide.
Copy that.
It's likely we'll see more of these too. Be good to know if this is a common occurrence on these corals here.
Alright, can we take a look at it from here, video?
Zooming in.
So these crabs also look different to me than the ones we see on the seafloor. Yeah, so they are wrapped around the main part of the black coral.
But it seems like just a few in each cell.
Yeah,
To me, they seem like they come out of the coral. They come as you
I,
wrap around it.
yeah, I think it's part of the coral. I think it's coming out of the coral, and then being extra long and wrapping around. Looks like some at the end of the bottom branch. Some of them are coming off the bottom branch and wrapping around. I don't know. I have to
Let's go ahead and slowly
look at it again.
tilt up.
There we go. You can see how the crab legs are hooked into the branches as well. Huh.
Go for a medium shot.
No, no, we haven't seen this before. Great shot.
A little tilt up.
Is he recording this?
And a little more tilt up and center. Good stuff.
Don't know why I just thought of that now. A little late, but okay. Okay. That's a great guy. That's a great shot, guys. That shows it very well. Okay, pilot. I think we can move on from here. I'm sure there's more great things to discover.
Yeah, we'll keep moving.
You're full
job.
wide pilot.
Copy that. Thank you, video. Nice work, Roland.
Thanks.
All right, back to our base course.
Yeah, pilot. Can we set down image this really quickly to look for those tendrils again?
Copy that.
We're going to take a quick look at this and see if we see
try
the
to see
same
what happens if you lose the front lights.
same tendrils are here or not.
Do that. Starboard. Port.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah, I think we lose the ROV itself.
Okay, so this must be part of
Yeah,
this coral.
He's far enough out in front of me that we lose the logos and everything else.
I think I see one galathete on this coral, but not sure yet.
Would you like to keep them off? Or
I
bring
think
them
it's better on.
in? I agree.
That's
So
great, pilot. We
wait a little
got
bit for
we got
them to
confirmation they're
cool
there,
down,
so
then
thank
we'll
you.
bring them up
Copy that.
again.
All right. Thanks, Watchley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pilot, can we image this red thing right here, this Astamathus?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Ready for me to zoom in, co-pilot?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, video.
Find an angle where we can actually get some light on it. Well, that could have been smoother. Alright, video.
I'm zooming in.
All you.
You can see our racing stripes going.
Nice.
It's maximum zoom.
Looks good, Roland. I believe that pink.
Me too. We have insects. See if we can get the crab on the right.
Let's see what I can do. Oh,
Oh, I'll image that too.
That guy? Yeah.
All right, Tom.
Like that.
Video, can you go wide on
Going
sled
wide
one?
on Sirius.
are we getting close, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty close to you.
Copy
Sirius
that.
is wide.
It's starting to come over you.
Okay, pulling out for a medium shot.
Copy that. Is there anything else here we want to look at? Watch lead while we're set down.
You can tilt down just a little bit, sir.
Yeah, there may be a crab to your left. I'm not sure if he wandered off or not, but there was one there when we came in.
Copy that.
Tilt up a little bit, center of the shot. Get about 5 or 7 seconds of this.
Santiago, you recognize that Anthomastus?
I think we'll keep moving.
Okay,
You
pulling
happy,
out.
video?
Yeah, if that looks
I'm
familiar to you.
Pulling out.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
That's
we
full
got-
wide.
yeah, I
Copy
thought so
that.
too.
Got maybe 30 seconds to see if there's a crab here.
Those, and we see those again. What? Ooh, what is that? Pilot, can we take a quick look at this coral here?
We can do it real fast. If we want to do anything else, we got to stop the ship.
Yeah, just a quick look would be great.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about it. Whoa. That's what happens when we do it real quick. All right, video. We got
Zooming in.
about 30 seconds. And bad lighting.
That's okay.
And some polyps inside.
There are polyps there.
No, we're going to get moving here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Got about a 10-second warning here, video.
Pulling out. It's full wide.
Copy that. We're moving. Hey, a squat lobster.
Yep.
Oops.
Oops. Lots of hard ground here.
You want to lose that center light, Bobby?
No, can't do video. Those are my
Okay.
main HMIs.
No problem.
Main HMIs.
No problem.
Yeah, pilot, you're coming into my main HMI floods, and my camera's straight down, so you need to work on getting yourself way out.
I'm working on it. There's a really big rock here.
Head's clear.
My head. And a really big sponge.
Got some more stuff coming in on your forward.
Good. Hey, so you got our hard drives going this morning?
Hey,
They're transferring.
Dave on survey?
Not changing
Yeah, we're
anything.
pushing a little bit harder on our thruster now.
Yeah.
50 to 60. So I think we should
I
probably
just
bring
verified
back
that
the
they
aft.
transferred. It's like, yes. Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute, he's probably tugging on the tether a little bit there. So I might come a little bit south, try to get out front and upslope.
Thinking the same thing, Dave.
Holy cow, look at all this stuff. Holy cow. There's a lot of material on these rocks. Yeah, pilot, can we look at this large coral right here on the right at the top of the screen?
Yeah, the one with the squat lobster in it.
Roger that.
What's your comfort level here, Bobby?
I feel good here.
Okay, I think we're back into a safer position. We can work this for a minute or so.
Yeah, Dave, we're bouncing around between 50 and 70 here on the thruster, forward thruster.
Yeah, you can bring that thruster back.
Alright, video, I'm pretty comfortable here.
Zooming in.
Alright, video, I'm pretty comfortable here.
Zooming in. A little too much movement. I'm going to have to pull out.
I'm going to take a little break, put Dave in the back seat here.
Copy that.
Roger.
Tilt up, see what that thing growing there is.
So I think I'm seeing our first ophiuroids here. I don't know if Santiago, if you guys have seen other ones, but on this coral I see
Sorry, video, I
at
lost
least
it
one.
there.
Okay, pulling out full wide. You're full wide.
Copy that. Got pulled off the rock.
Doesn't look like very much pull on the tether.
Well, it's stretched out pretty straight for having a float on it.
Yeah. Let me check it.
There's a lot of current running here. Try it again, video.
You ready for me to zoom?
Yeah, I'm ready for zoom.
And video, whenever you get a chance, if you could bump me up on sled 2 for a tether
Copy
check.
that.
Okay.
Stopping the ship eye.
Yeah, I think so. The
Got a lobster there, lower left.
Yeah, so we do. And
yeah, there's
we
the
have a runaway still on that rotator.
there's the ophiuroid there too. Yeah, I think it is Santiago. We can look at the base, but I think it is.
You want to just pan down the stock?
Can try. Afraid it's gonna be choppy.
Video, are we full wide on sled 1?
Nope.
There we go.
Much better. Can try. Afraid it's gonna be choppy.
Video, are we full wide on sled 1?
Nope.
There we go.
Much better.
You did ask for that to be zoomed in a little bit ago, right?
No, I was asking for a gain on sled 2 for a
I'm
tether
sorry.
check.
That's a different species than we've seen too.
Do you still need that gain?
Different Galathean.
Yeah, we want to see if we can find our tether. Make sure we're not caught.
Can't give you anything.
That's good.
Gonna look at this.
Pilot, doesn't look like you're snagged on anything.
Copy that.
But does look like you are getting pulled by current or so.
Yeah, I think Brian's right.
Your
Currents.
floats aren't going quite as up as they should.
That main HD is gonna make me dizzy there, Bobby.
Pilot, are you feeling any current?
Main?
Are you? Can you tell me if you have any current either way, some
Yeah.
direction?
There's a pretty strong current coming right about where we're aimed right now, maybe 160.
Sorry, in the direction of 160 or coming from 160?
Coming from 160.
Okay, roger that. Thank you.
Getting a medium shot.
Okay, thank you. That's great. Oh yeah, pilot. Can we turn the lasers on for just a second when
Absolutely.
it's good?
Yeah, when you're done with the beauty shot here, let us know, video.
I'm finished with the beauty shot.
All right. Bobby, could I get the lasers?
Yeah, it looks like we're hitting a very strong current here. Get the feeling that I'm pretty well perpendicular to it.
It's a large
So
coral.
my thrusters are going like crazy to hold me at this heading.
Copy that.
Okay, great, pilot. We're great. Thank you.
Copy that. Thank you.
It's full wide.
Copy that. All right.
Secure lasers.
Yeah, you can secure lasers, I think.
Yes, Santiago, the one I see just to the left, it looks to
There's
be
the
the same
current.
one to me. Pilot, the small white coral here to the right, sorry, with a crab on it, is that the same same one we just imaged? I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Can we
Doesn't really mean.
Could we just do a quick zoom from where you are and look?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got the ship stop right now, so. Alright, video, we're somewhat precariously perched here, but we can give it a shot.
Hmm.
Go ahead and tilt up a little bit.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Whenever you're happy, video.
Yep, just get a little bit for recording purposes. Get a wide shot. And you can launch.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a lot smaller, but I was looking at the Galathea and looking at the Galathea being the same morph. I think there's 2 morphs of white coral here, I think.
Alright, I'm pushing ahead again on 180, Bobby.
I-180.
Yeah, let me know, Santiago, if you see another one you think we should image. See, what I'm seeing here look the same. See, what I'm seeing here look the same. Yeah, I think those corals you just went over are similar.
Tether's looking good. Certainly getting pulled behind you.
Yeah, we're definitely heading into the current, aren't we?
Lots of hard bottom here, geologists. Hey, that's cool. It's a lot more hard bottom here than I thought there was going to be.
Still sliding left to right in your view, Bobby?
That's a great shot. Lots of big blocks, big angular blocks here that
Also closing in your
I
distance.
assume came from upslope.
That's okay. I want to get on the right heading and then I'll push out again.
About 17 meters now.
Anything outside of 20 meters, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work with this tether.
Now facing 245.
Copy that.
The shallowest point is actually around 200 meters, I think. It's very shallow. Yeah, that would be. I think so. Yes, part of the goal would be to go to the summit. There's some
Set up
backscatter
about right.
reflectors up at the summit as well that may have a hard bottom on them. We may end up even crossing a part of the summit.
Got you 18 meters out.
Copy that.
It didn't look from the mapping that the actual rim of the seamount was going to be hard bottom. I'm sort of surprised to see all this hard bottom. Although we did shoot for the big reflectors that would be indicative of hard bottom. So who knows what we'll find when we get to the rim. The seafloor has the sand
Can we zoom back in
now
on that tack, Brian?
looks red. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, look at that Galatheid crab.
And if you think we're set up nicely, I think we're ready for a ship move.
Ooh. Pilot, I was just going to ask for a close-up on that big crab right in front of you, if you've
Sure.
got time before the move.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go say hello.
What's all this reddish sand that we're seeing here? Or is that something else?
All right, video. Seem to be pretty good.
Zooming in. We'll go for Chris Focus.
Sure. They always look so angry.
I can see your eyes and his eyes.
You can see Herc's lights in the eyes. Yeah.
Tilt down.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else before we get moving?
Yeah, just on the rock of you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else before we get moving?
Yeah, just on the rock above that crab you just imaged, there's a small white coral-looking thing on the right-hand side. It may be a different species. If you could just get a quick zoom of that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think we can
If
do
you
that.
see that. Santiago, it kind of looks like to me like it's a
See what we can
stylasterid
do
back
from here,
there.
video?
Yep.
We're going to zoom in and see if that's what it is. Or it could just be a coral without many polyps.
That's all the up I've got.
I think it's a bamboo. I thought it was a stylasterid for a minute there. Okay, great. There's a small ophiuroid there too. Okay.
Then rock back to your left.
That's great. Thank you, pilot.
You're welcome.
The only interesting thing you have on sonar
Pulling out.
is 25 meters bearing 290.
Good morning, Carl. I think that sounds like a good idea. We seem to be pretty well set up for it right now. Let's keep it to 0.1
full
knots.
wide.
Copy that video, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, pilot. Can we have the lasers on again, please?
Sure.
While we're traversing. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Are you happy with the color looks good? Scenery.
See that squat lobster go flying?
Lost its perch.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's kind of rough down here.
Is that a different one on the left there?
You mean the coral?
Yeah.
I do not know.
You scan it, throw lasers across it.
Got a pretty big rock just towards your left.
Left?
Say that again, Santiago. Where? Yeah, pilot. I'm hearing from the ECCs there was a crab just below us. It had something weird going on. It was carrying something, or
Yeah, I noticed
did
that.
you see that?
He's right here in front of us.
Yeah. Can we take a quick look at that and see what's going on?
Sure. Oh, there he is on lasers. Can we kill lasers, Bobby? And go for zoom video.
Zooming.
Looks like he's carrying a power
Sorry
zone.
about that. Rotator is not happy today.
Did you call that a holothuриan or a power zone? It looks like a gerionid crab. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. There's something in there. Yeah, some sort of egg mass. I don't know. That's right.
Whoa.
That's interesting. We could almost look down the center of that thing.
Can we pan to the
Yeah, I don't know what
white thing on the tip? Lower tip?
He doesn't want to share.
No. That could be a stylastrid behind the crab, too. You know that? I don't know this.
Testing your video skills here, Roland.
This thing
Yes,
has
he is.
this thing has structure on the outside, right? It has little
And you're doing wonderful.
those little podia that are coming off around the sides. Very interesting thing, whatever it is. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like there's eggs or inside this thing. But this thing also has what looks like to be asymmetric podia along the sides. So it could very well be the fish eggs.
We're gonna have to get moving here
Yep.
pretty soon.
Okay.
There's something large
That's great,
dead
Paul.
ahead
Zooming
Thanks.
out.
of my heading,
There is
which I would
something.
think was you, but it's measuring 30 meters out.
That's full wide.
Copy that. Thank you, video.
Nothing on your sonar, standby.
Copy that.
Pulling out on Sirius.
Roger.
Barracuda.
I have you 18 meters from me, Tom. So about 15 meters out, you might start seeing something.
Copy that. Bottom is definitely still coming up.
Yeah, I got you 13 meters from it.
Copy that.
Kind of looking like straight to your left right here. Should be creeping up to it.
An exorbitant amount of corals in this area.
Yes, very rich. Am I pointed in the right direction now, Bobby? Not picking it up on Little Herc?
Not picking it up. It's a hard, hard
It's-
return straight ahead. Watch out for that rock.
Yeah. It just keeps going up.
Wow, that's a nice promontory here. Look at that. It's a nice field of coral there. Primnoid bamboo coral showing the two types.
Video, you can zoom on Sirius if you'd like.
Should we do a ship stop here to
Wow, look at
record anything?
That would be a call for the watch leader to make.
Say
Okay.
again, Bob.
Ask him. Watch leader, would you like a ship stop here to? Look
Yes,
at
I would
these.
actually. It's a
Okay.
the highest abundance of corals we've seen so far.
Bridge, this is RVNF.
RVNF Bridge.
Hey, can we get a ship stop here to video some corals?
Yes, we can.
Thank
Keep
you.
an eye on it, Bobby. You're at the same depth I am.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to maintain my altitude.
Pulling out on the sled. Sirius.
Nav, is this the nose? Wow.
Yeah, actually, if you look on HIPAC, the ROV is dead center on the nose, just before it flattens out.
Say again, Santiago. Yep, can do. I'm not sure they're gonna do much until we get oriented here. Hold on one second.
Let's try it again, video.
Zooming in on the Sirius.
Yep, sled one.
Alright, I'm sliding around to your side of the rock
They're
here,
they're,
Bobby.
they're working on video from Sirius as well right now, which you probably cannot see.
There's your tail light there, Bobby.
Come just a little wider video.
Pulling out.
That's good.
Hey, Roland, can we send the Sirius video over to the ECCs?
Copy that.
ECCs, I'm going to change your feed for just a second so you can see the view from Sirius.
Spin.
Don't scare me like that, Bobby.
You guys like that view from Sirius? That's great. Yeah.
Some good find there, Tom.
It gives you a much
Got
better
some
view of the
very
geology,
pretty
too.
pictures of you on that
But
promontory.
the,
Good. You trying to compensate the heave with the winch?
No, I'm just trying to maintain my
so I've been
altitude.
assuming from the one dredge I know that's been done
Yeah.
on these seamounts is
Where
that
are
the
you in relation to this
rocks are
promontory,
probably
Bobby?
1 to 2 million years old. I don't know
Come again, pilot?
You northeast of
what
this
folks on
promontory?
the line here think, but these
Kinda right off the nose?
I'm not sure where these rocks, if they're volcanic in origin or where they come from, if they're
Let's see.
have to do with a hot spot or not. I have no
Yeah,
idea, but
I mean, I'm
it's
kinda
many,
still
many,
basing
many
it.
more rocks than I
think
thought
if-
we would
Going
see
towards
on
it.
I
this
think if
on
the
this
ship
dive.
kept going, Bobby would almost hit the nose. But the ship stopped, so
That's good.
yeah.
Give a yell if it looks like I'm going to slide into something, Bobby.
I'm trying to watch you on camera and sonar.
Copy that. Try not to go too fast.
Tim, if you want, we can also send them this multi-image.
What does that
Throw
consist?
your tail back on.
If you ever want, just call for it.
Okay. Thank you.
So we seem to have come to the end of the corals going this way. Slide back and see.
Looks like there's something.
Santiago, are
Yep,
you able to
that's
hear
a
the
rock.
pilots?
Indeed. We have discovered a rock.
There may be one of those black corals just
So
below
pilot, if you head
that rock.
due south, you should get back into the track of Sirius and the ship.
Copy that. What is it that you're interested in, watch lead?
Okay, thank you, Santiago. Yeah, pilot. I saw something that like one of those maroon corals again, right at the base of that big boulder you're looking at. But I don't think it is. I think it's a crab.
Okay. All right. I'm going to move a little quicker and get back in front here, Bobby.
Yep, roger. You're pulling on your tether pretty well now. Anything between 135 and 180 would be good places to run the boat.
Copy that.
Do you see that, Bob?
That's my fault.
Right,
I was
so-
under the impression I was drifting towards you.
Right. So the edge of that
I was
nose was where we had that big. Okay. Okay, Roland, we can go
Stuff
back to the
your
other
left,
HD
got
feed.
rock. It's
Yeah,
about
that-
the most
that-
interesting thing
That
I've seen.
promontory we saw, Bob, was the
Yeah,
edge of
I
that
think
nose,
we
and
went
now
by
we've
this
come on
rock
top of
already.
that area with that sort of that cap area, the flat
Great
area.
big sea cucumber.
Now it's a pretty good haul to get toward the summit, so we'll have to continue moving at this speed to try to get up there before we have to end the dive. But I think this is a really interesting place. Yep.
Got a couple things coming up ahead.
Copy that. I see one of them.
Santiago, did you just see like a pink coral go by? I just looked up and thought I saw something different. Okay.
You can have the clip cutter review it, Tim.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Tim, it looks like it's about 10 hours to the summit if we double our speed. Which doubling our speed I think would be fine on this flat terrain, but 10 hours is a bit much.
It is a bit much. Even if we have that to 5 hours, it would be.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So, all right.
Alright, you're coming in, getting
Okay.
towards me. You want to start
Yeah.
heading 180 more.
Copy that.
Yeah, Pally, can we look at that coral straight dead ahead?
Permission to zoom in, Copilot.
The one on the rock?
Go ahead.
Yeah, the one on the rock.
Okay, bad description.
It should be right. If you had the lasers on, it'd probably hit the lasers with the lasers.
Can I get the lasers real quick?
Yeah,
bud?
just real quick. And it's for a minute there, I thought this coral looked different. What we've seen before, but it may be the same.
Still want to take a look?
Yes, I do.
All right. Video, I'm ready for zoom whenever you've got a chance.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Steady.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Kill the lasers if you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, Santiago, this looks a little different to me than what we saw before. I thought I saw a couple of these, but maybe
Maybe tilt up a little
very
bit.
similar morph. I don't know.
Copy that. We've got about a minute here.
Yeah.
I would concur.
Yeah, I just saw the planar nature of it. Then I noticed
Just tilt down and get a full
the
screen.
branches get really thick at the base and thinner at the top, and we weren't seeing that in that other
That's
one. I don't
good.
think as much. So I thought it was different. Yeah.
Video's good once science is ready.
Copy that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Polly, can we zoom in quickly on that little white coral to the right, just right of the one we're looking at now?
We do a quick zoom video.
Yeah, it's still astrid. I just want to get a little white coral to the right, just right of the one we're looking at now.
We do a quick zoom video.
Yeah, it's still astrid. I just want to get a quick view of that so we can document that's there. Is that a shrimp on it, or is that a coral?
Looks like a
I mean,
micro crab.
A crab?
That is maximum zoom.
Copy that.
Crab or shrimp? Yeah, it's a crab.
All right. When you
Jeremy
get
Potter says it's a crab, and he has a biology degree. So, thank you very much, Pilot. Thank you.
Pulling out.
Did you see a cup coral? Thing is,
You're full wide.
Awesome. Nice work, Roland.
Thank you. Oh, that is blueness.
There's a rock.
Yeah, Paul, there's a red coral almost in the center of the screen. Can we take a look at that really quickly?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Is this a bubblegum coral, Santiago? Yeah, we're getting there. This is what I thought I saw earlier. I thought I saw a pink coral earlier, and there's two of them right here. And it's not a bubblegum. Yeah. It's waving like it's a bubblegum.
All right, video.
Zooming in.
Copy that.
Oh, maybe it is. No. Is that the current doing that? That's amazing. Holy. Very
Yeah,
strong current here,
that's not
folks.
me. That's the current.
Wow. That's what I thought, but you're the expert on bubblegums.
Well, there's no records of bubblegum that I know of in Galapagos. There's one species once out in Chile, a couple of records of Paramount.
Well, this could be a new record here, right? I mean, I don't know. The polyps are alternating on the branches, right? There is a ophiuroid above the image right now. We'll want to look at that. But
And get that
What do you
starfish
think?
there at the top.
yeah, that
Take a look.
I will say it's slightly above.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very skinny for those called.
Sorry, Roland.
The species I know as above the typical Japanese coral that you see higher latitude. Well, above bigger than bigger coral.
Pulling out.
Copy that.
Smaller polyps on the branches.
Anything else you'd like to look at on this coral watch
wait.
lead?
You want to see the open polyps at the top, or do you want to see the base? Or both?
The top.
Yeah.
Look at the top. Tilt up. Got it. To the right.
Yeah.
Look at the top. Tilt up. Got it. To the right.
Okay. Let's make this a quick one.
Gotcha.
Starting to creep up on you again.
No.
Yeah.
We got to move here shortly, Santiago. What?
Okay, pulling out.
It looks smooth to me. Yeah.
It's full wide.
Copy that. All right. Time to keep moving.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for one of those again, just in case. That looked very strange to me. The way the base of it looks strange to me too. But we'll keep going for now.
I think I found your fish, Roland.
Mm-hmm.
find a squat lobster. All yours, video.
Nav bridge.
Need a little up.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go in for his eyes to start with.
Bridge, go ahead.
We got
Sorry
25
about
meters
that.
remaining in the ship move.
Roger, thank you.
Let's tilt up, get a full body. Up one more time. Okay, we can call that imaged.
Copy that. This is a very pretty fish.
It's full wide.
Thank you.
Where's that line of creatures there in the center of the screen?
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I think those are cup corals. I don't know. Interesting though, they're all lined up.
What was that, Dave? Ah. Well, they're all lined up on the edge of this rock.
Those
Nav
anemones?
bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
So
Move com-
transparent, it's hard
move
to image
complete.
them. Now they're corals.
Say again, Bridge.
Move complete.
Roger, thank you. Can we do another move? Same thing, 220 degrees, 100 meters, 0.1 knots.
Coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's some on the left there too. Yeah.
Let's see what you can do here, video.
They look pretty transparent.
There's a shrimp there with them, looks like, to the right. I mean, to the left, sorry, did you see that? Oh, jet booger there.
They're very transparent.
Yes, they are.
But those look like sort of like white antimasses to me.
Yeah, I think that's what they are, actually.
Yeah.
I think
I can
there's
see the Elsa coral.
I think just to the left we saw a shrimp there. There it is.
There it is.
I think that's what that is. Yeah, it's a shrimp. What a place to live. You can tell this is a really high current area. He's got one long arm and one short arm there. He's got it pulled back. pretty long pincher there, but it's pulled back at the elbow. You can see his really large eyes. So this guy probably migrates, or did earlier in his life. He migrated toward the surface more and used the light. That's a great shot. Thank you, pilot. Thank you, video. That's a really good shot. There's actually if that fish is still up there to the right, I'd like to, nope, I think he moved. Okay.
It's full wide.
Copy that.
That's great. Thank you.
And off we go again. You're traveling 220 again now?
Yeah, roger that. Just carrying on like we were.
All right, Rowan.
It may be a C-pin, but I don't
Got
think
some
we've
light
seen
on
it
it.
before.
Angle's not the best.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's my bad.
Yeah, that's a C-pin. Wow. Is that some serious current or what? Is that
I think that's prop wash.
little prop wash? Yeah.
No, that's current.
Yeah.
Good little
It's a very
medium shot
localized
there.
current.
Yeah. That's great. That guy's moving a lot. Tough to get, but that was great.
Yeah, sorry, all the bouncing around makes close work hard,
Okay.
Rowan.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's
We get
good.
what we can.
You did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Get what we can and make our science brothers as happy as possible.
That's it. That was great. I think that's the first one that I've seen. So
Get some good eyes from the back row.
yeah, they're getting older.
Yeah, there's a fish.
Is that a different color?
Yeah, there's a fish.
Is that a different coral there? No, I think it's just missing polyps. Actually, you know what? Yeah, can we zoom in on that ophiuroid on that coral on the far right, above the redfish, above the gray fish?
The brightest looking coral.
Sorry, yeah. There's a coral that's, if you keep going to your right, it'll be more face front to you. Below the biggest whitest coral. Actually, there's two ophiuroids. You're probably seeing two brittle stars. There's one below and there's one above.
Yeah, I see the one with the brittle star on the top.
Yeah, that's probably the best one to image to see. We want to look at that central disc and see. That's how we can identify the species.
Can we get the
We have
laser
enough
sun?
tilt.
Tim?
Which one are we aiming
Yeah.
for here?
The one above.
Yep, stand by.
One of those brittle stars.
That right there.
Yeah.
And then, pilot, if we can have the lasers on
Gonna be hard.
when you're ready.
Go for a partial zoom from here, video.
Zooming.
Let's see what I can do.
They're looking for the that center portion.
Could be just up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
stand
could be
by.
just up a little bit. There he is. That's the first one of those I think we've seen.
Zoom on your command. Standing by.
Yeah, try a little more video.
Zooming in.
Oops.
Zooming out. It's full wide.
Copy that.
Right now we're looking at some they're gonna hear me everywhere then. Okay, so what we're looking at now are some corals that have these really large brittle stars on them.
Pretty regularly.
We see these on corals around the world, but we haven't really seen this on this seamount yet until just now. And so these are very large
Take a quick zoom from here.
brittle
maybe?
stars or
Copy
ophiuroids
that.
that have arms that
light's
can
better.
be a foot, foot and a half
Figure
long,
that
some
out.
of them. These are a little bit smaller here, but we're just now zooming in to look at the central disc on these guys to see what
There it
species
is.
they may be.
But it's been there
It's a
for the
great
last
shot, guys. That's
20
very
minutes.
helpful. So this one has actually lost the tip of its arms, several of them, and it's starting to regenerate them. So it's maybe had some
Yeah,
predation on
right.
it in the recent past. But looks like an astroschema type thing. If we can get a good zoom in on that central disc, that'd be great.
He's actually flying midair right now.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Full out.
I think you might have had it earlier actually, but that was a.
How we doing time-wise, guys?
I think there you'll get a good pull a
Bobby's
good
coming
steal
up
off that
this
image
side
that we
you.
had before.
So you still have separation of about 15 meters, but he's beside you now.
Copy that. All right, one more quick one here. Video.
Several fish in the area too. Anemones are on these corals.
15 meters, but he's beside you now.
Copy that. All right, one more quick one here. Video.
Several fish in the area too. Anemones are on these corals.
Except he's covered himself.
These are primnoid corals that we've seen throughout the dive. This seems to be a brittle star. That's an astroschema that we see all over the world. The genus we see around the world, the species differ from to where you are. This looks very different. The central disc has teeth on it, the dentitions that we'd use for diagnostic characters to figure out what species they are. And these are highly separated and very prominent.
Very difficult to focus
Very
on.
difficult to focus on when you're flying in
Yeah,
mid water.
It could be because I'm bouncing around all over the place.
But
There's also
but I think you
one-
got some frames in there that were good.
We should probably
that.
keep moving here,
So,
actually.
yep. We can keep going, but
We've caught up to
it's great to have those
ourselves.
documented and that we know that they're here. That was
See if
good.
we can find
That was
another
very
one
good.
that's in a better spot.
All right. A little more sediment here than we've seen.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
I think so. Go for it.
Okay.
Strike a little down.
Yes, sir.
I can't say I've seen him before.
So zoom real tight on his face and see his scales.
Stand by. Don't do that. Sorry, Roland. Alright, you can give that a shot.
No, I just called it a flatfish, leopard spotted flatfish.
So maybe just pan down the body. That's good. Now it's just centering. Give a little center shot here.
That's great. Whoops.
We just changed places on the
Hey
rock.
Tim, do you mind if we have some lasers?
We'll take that shot there.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Could we get some lasers, please?
Hey, we're catching up to you
You
again.
want to get some lasers on?
Sure, why not?
I can't quite make out what you're asking. You're saying, can
Bobby's
you get
all over it.
what lasers on?
Lasers,
way out,
please.
video.
Yes.
Got it.
Looks like it's about 10 centimeters.
Pretty close.
Okay, we're full wide.
All right. Back to exploring.
Hey, you found something new. Again. New corals with tentacles.
There's cool stuff everywhere.
Oh, what's that?
What is that?
Go for it real quick here, Roll.
You make the call.
Okay, you got about 10 seconds. Yeah, we're kind of right on top of ourselves, Dave.
Yeah, you got some time.
Okay.
Nice lateral line spots.
Now we just get him to turn and see those little things at the top of his head.
It's another one of those leopard spotted
Yep.
flatfish.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another one.
they're not uncommon.
There's another one of those pink ones.
Yep.
I don't.
With a galatheid on it.
Yeah, I don't think they're evolving coral. I think there's something else.
You don't. Yeah.
Because perhaps something like a Swifty or something like that.
Found a rock.
Got a pretty big rock off to your left.
Can I
About
zoom you?
45 degrees.
Can I zoom you in,
that.
co-pilot?
You may.
Yeah, can we stop and look at this holothurean right here? This gray thing moving across the bottom?
Certainly.
We've seen a few of these and wanted to stop and document them. There is a small fishery on this Seamount area. There are internet reports that they come out here when the time's just right and they catch
All right, rolling.
fish once or twice a year.
RV nav bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
We have about 14 meters. Until
Roger.
Step point.
Copy 14 meters, thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that video.
Are you stable?
Well, not as the term's generally understood, but I think we can try again.
I think we'll just go for a full screen shot here.
Yeah.
We've already got the close up.
Watch leader nav.
Yeah, go
Watch
ahead.
leader nav.
Go ahead, Nav, yeah.
We've got just a couple minutes left in this ship move. Do you want to continue on the same heading?
Absolutely, yes, that'd be fine.
Let's go look at his very bottom feet against the ground. And he's not going to move any of them. Okay.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
It's full wide.
Copy that.
Bridge.
Go ahead, Bridge.
We are at the stopping point. Do you want us to move ahead?
Yeah, let's do the same move again. 220, 0.1 knots, 100 meters.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for a zoom?
Hang on a
Look
sec.
like. Did you say hang on?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I just felt like I was going to fall off for a second there.
Wow.
Well, ain't he pretty?
That's really different.
It'll tilt up.
I can't even figure out what that looks like.
It looks like he's walking
It's
away.
a horn-toed fish.
He is walking away. Yeah, that looks like a horned toad. That's what it looks like.
It's a horn-toed fish. Huh?
Look at his skin.
I don't know. Sometimes they call them toadfish. I just added the horn. It moves. Yeah, it moves like a toad.
It'd be good if we can get another front straight-on face shot. Is that possible?
You can come out and I can try to go around.
I've never seen it before.
What a strange thing.
Yeah.
About 16 meters.
Copy that. Whoa.
Oh, it does swim.
It does swim. Just not very far. Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Headed 220.
220, copy that.
Santiago, do you see any of these corals as looking different? The two, yeah, from what we've seen before. Just asking if you see any of the corals up here now. We're at 515 meters depth, and just wondering if you see something different here. And on this. Wow. No. Yeah.
A lot of those fish, there's like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. If you see something, let me know. I'm doing a couple other things here, so if you.
Jelly above you.
Oh, that much better.
Clear to zoom video.
Okay. Great. Then we'll stay along the contour, which will. I think we can go up a little bit higher on another contour before having to go on the flat. So we'll do that. Wow, that's a great shot. Can we center that crab up? That's a great shot.
Coming right.
Nav, what's the separation between the vehicles right now?
About 20 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in good shape here. Yeah, put him to the left of the screen. Yeah. Coming. I'm scooching. Scooching. Okay, we're going to zoom in for a crisp focus. Okay. There we go.
Boy, he does have some long arms.
Actually, I think we caught him with the lasers. They're about 15 centimeters.
Mm-hmm. I don't recognize that one, but there we go.
That was a gimme.
Just showing off.
Okay.
All right, great.
It's full one. Okay, we're good to zoom. Zooming in.
He's reaching for you.
Still getting a little tether pull here. That's good images. Let's see if I can get some polyps.
Yeah, it looks like I'm passing you.
10 seconds, Rolly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the way this lens zooms. Next year. Next year. Next year we'll bring you guys some 3D. That's full wide. Thank you.
Santiago, is there some other part of it you wanted to see? Or just
It's maximum zoom.
That's good.
Pulling out.
Thank you.
all the way out like this, or do you want to go in, zoom in?
It's full wide.
All right. What next, Tim?
Sorry, I'm listening to the shore. Can we zoom in so you have the whole colony coral in the field of view, please?
Roger that. Okay, back in, Rolly.
Is he talking about the ones on the rock or the one?
No, this is what we're working on right here, right about a
There.
little bit more. That's good for now.
Looks to me like there's a skeleton here that things are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's some things growing on a skeleton too. I think there, but yeah. Okay, pilot. Great. Thank you.
Okay, back out.
Looks like there's a outcrop 40 meters away from me.
Yeah.
About 260. Guess that's out of our way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that little bitty fish, the black one.
Where? Oh, yes. I see him.
Carl.
Watch leader nav. It's almost 2 hours to get across from where this move is going to end to get across to where the slope starts to get interesting again. That's a 2 hour, 112 minutes. Yes. That's 0.1. We could pick the speed up a little bit, but with the current, I don't think they're going to want to go too fast.
Okay, to zoom.
Can you center it up a little bit? Left to right?
Overshot, just a hair. There you go. Sun's up.
You know, this doesn't seem to me to
I
be
smell
a relict coral reef or atoll or anything like that, right? It might be further up toward the rim of the summit, but in reality, that rim is not, as you can see in the map, sharply defined. I don't think. I think it's there's a lot of slumping and sedimentation that's happened. I don't know what you think of that looking at that map, but it looks like that way to me that there's actually a lot of sediment coming down.
Yes.
And but right now we're more on sort of basaltic,
Okay.
you know, hard bottom rather than coral reef hard bottom from previous low level sea level stands.
About 12 meters above you.
We gotta go now. Okay, video, you can zoom.
Copy that.
Work.
crabby on the top.
Well, there is. I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that before. Okay. Yeah, Santiago, do you see that?
Tim, could you shift a little less in your chair? You're rocking the boat.
What? Okay. Right.
I'll fill the screen.
Okay.
Right. Right. I guess I'm just trying to make sure that we're not missing a morph. This is the same morph we saw before and what we keep seeing as we go along.
Pulling out.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Bueno.
That's full wide.
Thanks.
Let me help you out there, Carl.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen that guy. Lasers.
Yes.
Lasers are on.
That's a big lost crab.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice red lithoted crab. Mm-hmm.
Video, you can zoom on Sirius to get a.
There's a crab,
view here.
another crab eating a an egg case over there to the left.
Thank you.
Does. With all these fish sitting around.
We lose the lasers.
We're
Yeah, they're right on him. There's a face only a mother could love.
And some creatures all over him.
We just lost our Sirius GUI.
I just bumped the.
Oh, screensaver.
Look at the stripes on that one. Another crab with an egg sac.
There here's the corals on the up current side of the slope now. Just keep an eye on my tether. I don't wrap it around something here. No.
Yeah, it looked like to me it was dorsally compressed, like it was a polychaete, but then it didn't have any movement whatsoever. Didn't see any podia on it, so I don't know.
Fauna here seems to be pretty similar to it doesn't confirm.
No.
Is that another cliff over to the left?
It's true.
Yeah, it is, but it's. I'll run out of tether.
Yeah, we have.
If I turn, we'll lose light.
Turn a little bit, we can get that crab.
Yeah, working on it. There you go.
Looks similar to it.
Yes, it does. It's got an ophiuroid on it too. That's the same crab morphology we saw before on that guy. But
I'm sorry. Clapping his castanets there.
Yes. Well.
Tilt down a little bit and get full screen.
Okay.
Look at the size of those arms.
Yep.
It's Popeye.
It's a lot to carry around. C-pen too. This is people watching the video and then make comments here. Okay? So whenever we type here, it's Okeanos Explorer. So this is what I use. I wrote SQA, and that's our code for crabs. This is mini. More sediment cover.
Fiddler.
We haven't really seen this one before, have we? On
We
this
can
one.
zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, going in for a zoom here.
Some of these crabs bury themselves when they have, females do when they have eggs. I think that's is that a polychaete behind the eye?
Whoa.
On the back of the shell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be.
Get a little closer.
Very interesting shot.
These are the kind of crab.
Yeah, so some
Oh.
CRA is crab, and then they typed in, I don't know where it is, CRA, right there, it's crab. And then they type POL on crab, which is the polychaete.
Okay.
So everyone, we have our Ecuadorian geologist now with a headset on and sitting in the hot seat, Miguel Calderon. So we should welcome Miguel. He's just been reading through the biology codes, so he's getting up to speed. But anyway.
Oh, hello.
Oh, somebody's dropping in.
We're very fortunate to have him
Oh,
on
thank
board.
you.
Yeah.
I need to try to relate with my with the paleontologist.
Yes,
the taxonomy. The taxonomy. Oh.
Right. Well, you can always just type out whatever you see. It doesn't matter. You know, you can just say crab on the rocks or whatever. But it's interesting crab there.
Yes.
Meters left.
Okay, we'll do the same move again. 195.
Okay.
100 meters. 0.1.
All right, I'll go ahead and put that in.
Thank you.
Seems like a banded coral in one of the tabs.
It is. Yeah, it looks like it. We've seen a lot of those actually. All about that same size. It seems like maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay, we can come back out video.
I wonder if it's
kind of passing
these crabs normally carry their eggs with them through much of the development, and then they release them, you know, in mass. But I don't know.
Okay, you've got about 5 seconds to go, video.
Never know what you're going to find.
You're full wide.
Okay.
That's
The one we saw off Indonesia.
I see that our altimeter is starting to have a little more.
That was pretty good. You see that?
I think our altimeter is having a little more trouble.
You having trouble holding the bottom on Sirius?
Yeah, it doesn't like this muddy bottom as much.
Yeah. Remember that.
That makes sense.
You have to excuse Jeff and I. The squat lobster just pinched the fish there. It was amusing.
And our comps have dropped. We were about 70 at the bottom before.
Okay.
That's
I'm good.
interesting. That trend
Yes.
continues. We want to take note of it.
Yes, pilot. Can we have the lasers on, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Huey.
Could it be just that the air is getting...
All right, understood. Thanks.
Yep.
Bridge, are we now?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Felix. We're going to try to extend that move. So we'd like to request another ship move, 300 meters, 250 degrees.
I would prefer to use the
0.4
RTS
knots.
system, if that's okay.
Excuse me, can you repeat the position again?
Yeah, the move would be 300 meters, 250 degrees, 0.4 knots.
All right, copy that.
Thank you, Felix.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have float.
If you'd rather do a phone call, we can also do a phone call right after the
Go ahead,
dive,
Dave.
if that's best.
There it is.
Okay, larger rocks coming into view. This is really mostly redder rocks, don't you think?
I gotta catch up here, Bobby. You're almost in front of me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that heading should be better.
Thanks, Bobby.
Okeanos, this is Huey.
Big one, do you
Yeah, go ahead, Okeana.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
snag the
Huey.
tether on this
Sorry.
rock.
Are those ophiroids on the rocks?
come up a little higher, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to stop in a second and look
Yeah.
at them. There were several places we've seen them so far. I was trying to, before we stopped the ship, I wanted to see a concentration with some corals, but yep. Yeah, the red ones on the rocks.
Yeah, those ones.
90 meters in the move left.
Copy that.
There, you can see the more ophiroids here. We've got 90 meters to the end of the move, and I thought we could sit and
You're gonna want to
image some.
try to turn a few, 10 degrees.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Starboard, head more 240. Otherwise, you're gonna come right below me.
They're very extensive
Probably
here.
Even better to head 255.
Copy that.
We're still coming up. Our depth is 405 meters.
We're gonna get above 400.
405 meters.
We're gonna get above 400.
Yes, I think we will. We're still coming up. Unless he hits the bottom here, we'll be at 403 right now.
You didn't just see that.
Kind of nail a couple things at one sitting.
Science nav?
Yeah, go ahead, Nav.
Yeah, we're approximately 66 meters.
Okay. This kind of place right here, pilot's a good one. We can keep going if we want, if we think we can find another one, but this looks pretty good here.
Can try to stop. Nav, can you stop the ship?
Will do. A bridge navigator?
Okay, I'm gonna be coming right over you, Tom.
Nav bridge, go ahead.
Yes, can we stop the ship?
Pretty benign.
I'll do that.
Just pick up as you keep coming.
So this little outcrop here has red ophiuroids on it.
Get up and run.
It's got a couple of corals on it, and it's got
well right underneath
red
right
sort of tinted rock and red covered seafloor. I can see now there's a red sponge
Ship
that
is stopped.
is encrusting some of that rock.
Copy that.
It looks to me like the red material is biological, but we should go and take a closer look and see if it's actually on the rock or part of the rock.
Pilot, I'm gonna be coming around 180 to get you in view again.
Copy that. If you get uncomfortable, let me know, Bobby.
No, I'm fine. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be putting a half turn in.
Okay. I just want to keep an eye on where you are, 'cause you're not going to stop on a dime.
Happy with your perch there?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'll go ahead and push on in there. If our friend will let me. He's very curious.
Nice, well done.
So,
That looks good.
see, that guy right there is well lit. If you want to tilt down, well, we can get a look at him first. But yeah, he might be, he's a little better lit.
He is.
The lower guy, yeah. That's full. We got a little more to go.
A video. I don't think he's hearing me, but I'll tell him.
What's that? Good for video?
No, I was just remarking I'd like to say the last 30 minutes of video from this dive.
Copy that.
If not longer.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, that's great. See the morphology on the disc, see the texture on the disc at the center, that's what we're looking for. That's great.
Are you getting pulled around, Tom?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of room here.
Pteropod
Coming
shells.
down and give you
Copy that.
a little bit.
Yeah, can we come wide, Brian?
Coming wide.
We can find a better setup than this. We're going all over the place here.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
Tim,
full wide.
are those white things Bibles? Or yeah.
We'll look at him again. He's just setting up again to get a better shot at these things.
All right, I think that may be
Okay.
a better setup.
Yeah,
Okay.
this place has definitely
Give it a try.
Okay, give it a
much
try. Okay, there we
differences
go.
with what we were seeing before.
Yeah, I want to see if the corals are different than what we were seeing before. Now we're
Yeah.
to the lower left there looks like a pteropod shell to me. The one next to the brittle star up there looks different. almost scallop-like. And they're probably scallops.
Yeah, they look like they have two
Yeah.
halves, two
Yeah.
valves. Sorry.
It's a little windy in the neighborhood.
There it goes again. Yeah, I think
There are
that's
many
tether.
of them.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll zoom in to the top of this rock, and I think what we'll see is that it's a
Take a
sponge
look at this top brittle star here.
that's encrusting the rock.
It's-
The rock to the left doesn't really look red at all to me. I think it's that sponge, if that's what it is. No, that looks like red rock to me. It's a what? Porphyra, like a. Okay, well, so we've got someone in the control room here that thinks it might be a igneous rock. To me, that doesn't look like sponge anymore. That looks more like rock material that's actually reddish in color. Yeah, we've seen red sediments and yeah. It is strange looking. It does look like a coating, doesn't it?
No, yeah, it looks like it's part of the rock. Do you see any? No, yeah, it looks like it's part of the rock. Do you see anything in the shelf, like something coming out of the shelf?
Maybe it's very smooth on this rock, though, right? It's very evenly distributed on this rock.
Oh, you mean the staining? I was talking about the white scallops. What are we calling?
No, I'm sorry, Santiago. I wasn't thinking of that at all. I was thinking of the rock we're seeing in the background of this image right now.
Yeah.
Looks like it's.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if you see anything coming out of the what we're calling scallop shells, like any.
Oh, scallop shells. Yeah, we can look at that. Bob, is there part of this rock you want to see for that? To look at that coating. Yeah. Okay. Pilot, you look at the to the left of that. Yeah. Okay. Pilot, you look at the to the left of that brittle star you just imaged. There's an open shell. Can we go look at that? We're trying to figure out what kind of animal would has that shell.
Certainly. Try to get in there, Brian.
Yeah. Go ahead and push on in there.
Light's maybe not quite as good, but I'm sure you can overcome that.
And Santiago, what do you think of these corals on here?
Tilt down a tiny bit. There you go. Hold that.
They look at bamboo corals, and I'll say they look similar to what we saw deeper. What do you think?
No, I agree. I think they're bamboos on top of this rock. And I think these might be brachiopods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brachiopod. Interesting. Okay.
There are lots of them.
There are lots of them, and
it's interesting that there are not you don't see very large corals around. Definitely suspension particle feeders, but not.
No.
I mean, there's corals, but not large ones.
Right.
or
This
sponges,
is true.
for that sake.
So if this Seamount is subsiding, and it was recently like that, then should you have coral and crushing algae? Could this be just that fossilized
That's a very good idea, Bob. It's possible. It's been a long time, but absolutely possible. I mean, we are at 389 meters. We should look at what the low stand would have been in the history here, and maybe that's why the corals are also smaller here too. That would make sense. I don't know. It's very interesting to think about that. Hey, pilot, it would be interesting to keep an eye out for fossil coral pieces or fossil reef material that might still be around. I mean, that stuff does last for hundreds of thousands of years, so we might see some here.
So you feel like you got a good purchase there, Tom?
I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, it
Does
seems
that
very
look
stable.
centered up to
Yeah,
you?
it looks pretty centered up. I might need you to. We'll start here, and then maybe we can tilt down a little bit and look at. This will give us a good view of the internal part of the. Trying to get a smooth zoom here.
Copy that.
Yeah, right.
See the.
Can we take a look at the base?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Colony?
Yeah, let's go ahead and tilt down. I think they want to look at the base, Tom. So if you could do a little tilt down, there's somebody living on the stalk there, and go ahead and tilt down further, and we'll take a look at the base.
Sorry.
A little wider.
Run away there.
There you go. There's the base. I don't know if you can oh, you're doing just perfect there. Yeah, if you can drift over a little bit. Get a little bit tighter so we can see the hold fast a little better.
What do you think about this coral, Tim? I'm between an isolated, prinoid or a paramuricid.
Boy, I don't know if I would say paramuricid.
I mean, the color is not the typical yellow or purple.
No,
paramuricid, but
no. I'm looking at the pattern of the distribution of the polyps on the branches.
Right now? Yeah, it seems like we're drifting
Yeah.
approximately
That's a tough coral right there. I think. I don't know.
120 degrees. If you can see
yeah.
on the display, we're trying to drift.
I would have to go with primnoid probably, but I don't
If
know.
you're worried about it, would be to call the bridge and ask.
It does look different from the ones we saw earlier.
Yes, absolutely.
Doesn't look like it's much though.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one, I don't think,
Yeah,
before.
it's pretty innocuous at the moment.
Okay.
Copy that,
If
Brian.
there's another portion of this coral we want to look at, but
Sorry, pilot. Did you get the top of this coral with the polyps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been,
you can do another quick view if you like. Yeah.
Yeah. And then on top of that rock to the left, there's a shrimp up there. I'd like to get.
All right. We can do that.
This is a nice setup, actually, Pilot. Just at the bottom corner of this screen, there's a cup coral there that I think we could also nail. Just by see it right back there.
I do see it. You want to just transfer to that one now?
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine.
It's going to hold here, Tom, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Let me try to get set up again.
Copy that. You want me to get a little wider for you so you can
We're
see
getting
your...
there.
Pretty good. Okay.
You need a little down here, Brian?
So
yeah, just a touch, just a slight tilt there. Perfect.
We've stopped at
perfect.
389 meters to image a
Push
coral
on in
community
there.
Yeah,
that's exceptional from what we've seen
Shoot
so
through
far.
one coral to get the other.
It's got this red coating on the rocks that we're trying to figure out what it is. We don't know if it's actually historical coverage of previous communities when there was sea level low stands in the region, and
what's that?
or not, or whether it's actually some encrusted mineralization that's taking place on top of the rock. Don't really know. But there's lots of animals that are living on it now that we didn't see just 150 or so meters or 200 meters below where we are now. And so we're documenting those to look at the differences. So there's brittle stars here, there's cup corals here.
Should maybe give me a couple
there's
more meters, Bobby.
Another coral we just imaged that we haven't seen yet on this dive. You know, so every time we go around the corner, you're seeing something that's new and may give you insight to some process that happened here over long periods of climate change and time. So this is a good site. That fish is doing something back there, isn't it?
And do you see that white colony, of the coral colony to the right?
That fish is doing something back there, isn't it?
And do you see that white colony, of the coral colony to the right?
I do. Do you want to look at that one?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
5 more meters.
Okay, Pilot. Whenever you're ready and stable, there's a coral a white coral to the right of the cup coral we just imaged. You see it kind of waving there, just to the right.
It's kind of center of that rock.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Just yeah.
Let me see if I can get over there.
It's about right. Yeah. It's coming into the center. If you kept. Yeah, I know.
How's that look, Brian?
Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and give that a go here.
Okay.
Maybe you need to tilt up just a small amount. I'm going to pause briefly, let you do that. Find a focal distance here. It's a lot of little shrimp or whatever.
Oh, look at those! Look at those guys, man.
They're not shrimp, are they? They're something else.
They could be
definitely a creature.
They could be amphipods.
That's full tight, so this is a pretty small object.
It's a very small object.
Wow.
Very good, stable platform, Tom. Thank you.
Oh, nice work, Brian. It looks good.
It's there's a shrimp in the background for comparison.
There is, yeah. It's not very big.
Yeah, those are really tiny little guys.
Not the easiest object to focus on.
Yeah, those are amphipods. A little bit bigger than a flea.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Get a little wider. There's got to be a good 8, 10 of those guys.
You see those black tubes that are sort of sticking out of the ground? They look like horns.
Say that again, Santiago.
You see those black tubes coming out of the sediment or the bottom? Yeah. There's tubes with that seem like polychaetes.
A black something coming out of the sediment looks like a polychaete?
Right on the left of this coral colony, right there.
Okay.
We're seeing it right now. I don't know if
Okay.
you see the tube.
Okay, I'm
Has
not
like a fan
seeing it.
coming out of it.
Could that be a shadow of the coral, of the white coral?
No, I've seen it before. If you look at around it, there's like black tubes, black stems coming out.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're coming out of the sediment or they're just standing on the rock.
Okay, he's zooming in now. Do you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. It's on the left, the bottom left corner.
Bottom left. I don't see any polychaete at all. I see a black.
You see a tube?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that tube.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's a polychaete.
I don't see any polychaete at all. I see a black.
You see a tube?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that tube.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's a polychaete.
It's below the coral.
It's right on the left, right now.
No, I think he's talking about those two things waving. There's the base of the white coral. To the left of that, there's a circular thing, and on that circular thing, there's a stalk or something coming out. Maybe we could zoom in. Yes, exactly. I think
might need to tilt down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Let that drift. Yeah, we're my fault. No, it's quite all right. We're pretty telephoto here.
So that feather duster worm?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, thanks.
That's as tight as we can get on that.
We found something even harder to image.
Yeah, those look like polychaetes. Very small.
Yeah. There's many of them all over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that right on the left, one of those brachiopods open shelf?
Yes.
It looks like it.
On the left, there's one there. Right.
I don't know if you can rotate any more to the left, Tom. They're looking at the.
Okay.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's a couple of them there.
Yeah, we've seen many of those things now. We've got about 13 more minutes before we got to leave the bottom.
Okay. Maybe can we turn on the lasers?
Yes, we can.
I don't have a sense of how big these things are right now.
Pilot, can we have the lasers on just to make sure we get some scale before we take off?
Yeah, you're full wide now.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think that's.
Brachiopods, corals, ophiuroids. We got a shrimp. Pilot, is that shrimp still on top of that red rock to the left?
Yeah, it looks like it is. You want to take a look at it?
Yeah, let's take a look at that, and we can see what those corals are too, just to confirm them at the same time.
Oh, that water block.
All right. Bobby, could I get the lasers off? How's that look there, Brian?
All right.
How's that look there, Brian?
All right, that looks pretty good. Might need to tilt down just a little bit. Another step. There you go. Let's see how that works for us here.
Okay. That rock is so smooth too. That's great. Thank you. Perfect. So, Navigator.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have, I think, like 10 minutes left. So I think that if we could do the same direction, but like 0.1.
0.1 at 280?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
great.
Let me confront the pilots. Pilots?
Yeah.
The science wants to go at 280 at 0.1.
That sounds good to me.
All right, we'll call the bridge. Bridge navigator?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, could you go at 0.1 knots at 280 degrees?
Excuse me again?
Could you go 0.1 knots at 280 degrees?
Any distance or just?
Until we tell you to stop.
All right.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it'll only be about 10 minutes. Not very far. Another
You see all these brachiopods all over the place?
So
Yeah, there's so many.
It's a field of them. Amazing.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is this a new white coral we haven't seen before here?
The one that just went out of the
Well, look at
lower
that
right?
fish. Oh, my God.
He's an interesting fella, isn't he?
It's another one of those things that we saw in Indonesia. Yeah, just to your
Yeah.
left, just to your right here, there's a coral that's
Is that starfish?
a fluffy coral.
Yeah, I can't see them. I can see it really well. The contrast is not.
And the far
That one?
yeah, there's actually two there. There's one that's right in almost in the center now, right between the. There's two that are bracketing the center of the image.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Would you like to stop here?
Yeah, that'd be great. Right there would be good. Don't know if we've seen that yet before.
Hey, Nav, could you ask to belay that?
Don't know if we've seen that yet before.
Hey, Nav, could you ask to belay that ship move?
will do. Bridge navigator?
We never get very far, do we?
Yes, go ahead.
No, not usually. Too
No,
much
no,
stuff.
no,
Yes, Bridge, can you delay that ship movement?
We've got some more red rocks here. You see that? There's red
Right,
rocks
you're
that are
good.
Thank you.
on the right and left that are basically covered in that whatever material that is.
All right, Brian, I think we're ready to try the right one here.
Okay, coming on in for a look.
You want a little up.
Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that polychaete on the left-hand side of that coral. Do you see that big worm on the lowest left branch? Or one of the low branches?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
so there's a black coral. It's like a Liopathes, right?
Yeah, yeah. Good look at black coral. I think there's another worm up to the right. Maybe.
There is, yeah, I think you're right. There's another worm up to the right. And I don't recognize this coral either. I don't know about you, but I don't have it in my list of black corals.
No, I don't either.
There's other small things on there too. Man. Do you see white things falling out of the coral?
I was about to say that.
I see it. I don't know if you have the resolution, but I see it.
Yeah, I see. I was just going to tell you that.
That's a great shot of it.
Dots.
Yeah, I see little dots coming out. As if they could be eggs, right?
Yep.
But you can also see them at the nodes or on the branches.
Yeah, you can see them definitely on the colony.
That was a
So
great.
we can try to see
Yeah.
if we see any coming out of the branch.
I don't know. This is that's as tight as we can get on that right there. I think like I don't know if we would solve that, but that was a great shot of the Palaki. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes, guys, and I think we can email we can watch or video this more closely, but I also want to get some of that red material on the rock imaged again too.
Copy that.
Anybody else have? Look at the
Yeah,
long legs on that shrimp. My God. That's unusual.
Yeah, I think documenting those particles would definitely be a good idea.
Pilots and science.
Yes.
I have a
Maybe we can
revised
scan,
estimate
you know,
250 meters is
from
17
left to right
minutes.
to see if we see any other particles coming from the left, moving to the right.
Do you want to take a look at the red on the rock right in front of us, Tim?
Yes,
like
I do.
upstream.
Okay. Let's do that.
Downstream. We see any other particles coming from the left, moving to the right.
Do you want to take a look at the red on the rock right in front of us, Tim?
Yes,
like
I do.
upstream.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Downstream.
Thank you. I'm seeing particles
What
go.
about the other coral?
Yeah, I just saw particles going across in front of those two corals. We can image the rock here again and get some good shots of this coating.
Yep.
And then we can look at those corals again. But we're getting very low on time. Yeah, yeah, pilot. If we can just sort of pan down this rock too, that'd be great. However you want to do that, but to get a sense of where the coating might stop.
Copy that. How do you want to do that video?
I guess just
a good shot there.
Just tilt down, Tom. There's an abundance of that red. It's a little more consistent in this particular rock feature.
I think it's an oxidized surface. I think it's a. I agree. You can see that particularly on this rock. You see a lot of that manganese coating coming in. It's interesting. I don't know how long that process takes in this part of the world. Although I do know you have in the abyssal, yeah. In the abyssal, yeah. Yeah. Bob, is there any part of the rock you want to see here, or are there a neighboring rock? There's rocks to the right and to the left that also have this coating. We can look at those too if you want, but yeah. Yeah. Certainly the rock in front of us has that manganese coating covering over areas of the red coating. So I don't know if that's where else to really look for that information. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on-lapping.
This is an area where it transitions.
Yeah. I think it's on top, and then there's there's forams and whatnot that are on top of the manganese coating. There's actually a snail right there in the field of view. Yeah, I think the manganese, the darker material, is over coating the red coating. So, yeah. Okay. Great. Then if we can pan out, and then maybe we can look at the corals for what the last minute that we have, and maybe look at the coral just above the rock where you are right now. Just go straight up.
Just tilt up, Tom, and we'll be able to
have. And maybe look at the coral just above the rock where you are right now. Just go straight up.
Just tilt up, Tom, and we'll be able to.
Look like about right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Well, we work with pretty good.
You can really see that manganese overcoating the red on the left-hand rock there.
So
another worm.
Type of worm right through that coral.
Look at that. Well, right now we're looking at a black coral. We found a few of these. They're different than what we saw at deeper depths. We didn't see these before, and they have long polychaete worms on them. These red to brown worms. This is exceptionally long. This one. We'll want to have the lasers on this before we leave. It's actually a very long worm, and it spends its life with this coral, and presumably feeding on things that land on the coral. And then the coral benefits by having that worm on it to keep other predators away from the coral. So in some ways they protect each other is what we believe. But I haven't seen this coral before. I haven't seen this polychaete before. This is new to me. So it's exciting. And as usual, we'll have to leave the bottom in a minute or so. And that's what usually happens. You make discoveries as soon as you have to leave. So anyway. It's been a lot of discoveries on this dive.
Tom, if you could tilt up a little bit, we can image the top of that coral. Yeah.
I don't see the white particles that we were seeing in the other colony in this one.
No, you don't, and you don't see as many. There's something else in this coral too. There's amphipods or something on the edges. See that now on the far left? There's something sitting up on that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah,
I don't see the little white specks in the nodes between the polyps either, or within the polyps, like you saw on the coral to the right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you think we can have one last shot to that coral on the right?
Yes, we can. I think.
Okay, Tom, I'll come full wide. They want to go back to the previous.
Yeah.
Previous coral.
Correct.
And then we'll.
Really want to do some macro work on that.
We nav bridge, Dave, but we're gonna lose the light.
Roger that.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to throw lasers?
Go ahead, Bridge.
Yeah, lasers.
Yeah, just
lasers
time check.
Go.
It's 0900. We're supposed to be coming up off the bottom, so we can start on the VSAT troubleshooting.
Okay, all right. I'll inform the crew.
Thanks.
Got time for one quick.
Yeah, let's do one
quick shot.
focus
Okay.
and come back out.
All right, I'm gonna get in there quick so we can maybe tilt down just a bump. There you go. Perfect.
Pilots
Thank
and
you.
science.
Yes.
I have been informed by the captain he wants us to haul up.
Roger that.
There's your particles.
Thank you.
Best as I can.
Thank you.
Interesting. This. Yeah.
Yeah, I do see particles here,
I don't really-
especially on the right side, but
Yeah, I don't see them coming from the upstream on the left.
okay. All right. Well, they're pulling us up. We need to get going.
All right, time to go home.
Okay, coming out full wide.
I'll call the bridge. They're hauling.
We got to set up here first.
Okay.
Okay, you're full wide.
Yeah,
pilot.
I told him earlier, but I'll tell him again. Yeah, just all the ECCs, so you know, we are going to talk to you on the phone in a few minutes. All right, thank you all. That's a great dive.
There's one turn.
It's amazing how much rock we found. It's really good that we picked the points we did. But anyway, thanks to Moshkor's efforts in mapping and getting that backscatter up. But that was exceptional. That was exceptional. What? Yes, we were supposed to have 2 days here. Right? We got one, but to come onto the rocks the way we did at the beginning, you know, and hit corals immediately. I mean, it was fantastic,
Got the
right?
fish in
It was a
view
lot
now.
like Indonesia, but the difference here is that so much. It was really high abundance, but lower diversity. There might have been, you know, half a dozen corals, or a little bit more, but you know, there were so many of them. They're all over the place. I would love to know how old, you know, these rocks are to give some idea. But you know, I'm glad we made the decision to skirt across the sand spit, right, and take 30 minutes to do that at some high speed
So I'm gonna come up,
to get
turn
to this
40,
area here. We just finished that
180
because
and
this is
drive out.
completely different,
Sound good?
right?
Yeah,
and
roger that.
it
Let
could
me,
be a
see
depth
if I can
difference,
grab
but
you here.
amazing how
That would be great.
depth can structure life in the deep sea, right? And the associations that we see. We didn't see these black corals here with the polychaetes on them. I mean, it's just amazing.
Looking down.
It's just amazing.
Pretty
Watch,
close to
watch
right
leader
below you.
bridge.
Watch leader bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to catch it there, Tom.
Yeah. Well, this is this falls directly into that, right? This falls directly into the biogeography of the deep sea, the census of marine life, all the things that led up to exploring our deep sea in the way we do. Is that there were some recent surveys on seamounts near the Galapagos Rift, on the other side of the rift. Now we have for the first time surveys on this side of the rift, right? I mean, just that
so
comparison with what we know about the currents that
right
come from the
about there.
north and the west and from the south that may dictate
why are we
what
facing
animals live
each other?
where. We now can assess that. We now can look at that for the
Because I have
first
to
time,
drive out from under
right?
you.
So, you know, this is
That you
a
did.
If
fantastic
I drive out
watershed,
this
right,
way.
for us to be able to go and enable us to do those comparisons and make
come
those
up,
observations
Lose you.
Oh yeah.
and look at those patterns that will
Match
and
down.
ultimately tell us what structures
Um,
biogeography in the deep sea. That's our big question.
See.
Science bridge.
This is huge.
Yeah, it seems like it has at 0 turns.
Characterize this dive as a very good one. If they're all like this one, we're going to have it in spades. So this was way above my expectations. I was trying to keep things low and even keeled. Thought it might be a lot of sediment on this dive. Wouldn't see a lot of
He's okay.
macrofaunal life there, but
Say again, science.
we saw a ton. We saw a ton. More than we could image, more than we could sit down and look at.
Watch leaders.
There were things we were having to pass that
I
normally
need to
you'd want
drop the
to stop and
VSAT
look at,
connection.
but
So
you know,
I
there's
think
only so
that
much you can do.
Is he still talking to shore?
So
Negative.
great first dive.
Take her down.
They're
We can
all
take
like
down
this.
VSAT. Roger that. Thank you.
It'll be unbelievable. So
10 meters.
10 meters. You see the vehicle coming about directly off the stern?
Stand by. It's about 5 degrees, would you say? It's about 15 degrees off starboard. Dive super.
Roger. Streamed out though, right?
That is correct.
Roger that. Vehicle's in sight.
Okay.
Copy that. Little Herc sees the surface. Thanks, Dave.
Sorry. We should have 30.
Okay, you can turn power off.
Copy that. Vehicle power coming off.